Hello friends and happy July. Today is a very good day and I have some time to prep some bananas to freeze. So I wanted to show you how I do that. What you're going to need is a Ziploc bag, freezer bag, very ripe bananas, a garbage bag, or I like to use this to put your peels in, a cutting board, and 2 paring knives. So to start out, we all know that the skin, the peel, is very dirty. So when you're prepping your bananas, you want to be careful not to get any of that on the bananas that you're going to eat. So sometimes they break open really easily. Sometimes I just do a little cut with a paring knife to get it started so I can break it off. So when I break them off, I'm careful to only touch the skin. I don't want to touch the flesh at all because I've been touching the skin. Drop that in my little bucket there. And then I like to grab this little end. Sometimes I miss the end, it's okay. If there's anything that you miss, you can get it later after you've washed your hands. So again, just peel it down without touching the meat of the banana, the fruit of it, and drop it onto your cutting board. That way they stay clean. And if you, when you're doing this process, if you go through several bunches of bananas and look at your fingers and fingernails, they'll be black. Again, organic is best, but it's not always easy to find. So even if you don't have organic, it's okay. Now, when you're done, and you have all the bananas peeled that you want to do, you're going to wash your hands because, as I said, it gets very nasty. So, I like to use my little Norwex cloth to scrub my hands with. It gets that sticky black gunk off from the bananas. Okay, next step. Leave that paring knife alone because it's dirty, and get your other one in your plastic bag. Let's see how I can do this where you can see. I'll do it this way. So, frozen bananas are good in so many things, but I know most of us use them in smoothies. And when you put a frozen banana in a blender, it makes your blender work really hard. Even if you cut chunks off like this, that's a pretty hard chunk. So I like to give the blender a little bit of help, and I slice down the center like this. And then when I place it in the bag, I just push it off and then place this one on top. See that? That way, when they freeze, they don't stick together. If you freeze them like this, you may as well have the whole thing because they're going to stick together. So I push it off with my finger and I lay the other one on top. And then I just continue to do that. I freeze bananas, mangoes, strawberries, blueberries, everything. When you wash a fruit, like if you're rinsing your blueberries, let them dry and then spread them out on a cookie sheet or a plastic container lid, something so that when you freeze them, they freeze separately and they're not sticking together. That way you don't have a big clump. of berries when you're trying to pour a few out. So you freeze them separate, spread out, and then when they're frozen, you can pour them into a Ziploc bag or whatever container you want to put them in. Got room for one more here. So this doesn't take long. Rinse my hands. And those thin slices of bananas will break up in your blender much easier. So this is what it looks like. You have the inside on both sides. Now, also when they're frozen, they're real easy to break into pieces. But if you want to break them in pieces ahead of time, you can always do this. There we go. I've been doing this lately. I just go chop, chop, chop on each one. So now they freeze separately. And they're already in chunks. So just lay this flat in your freezer on the shelf and let them freeze. Then you have a wonderful bag to make your smoothies. So don't forget your peels. Instead of putting them in your garbage, you can compost them or just put them with your yard trash. Take the stickers off. I've noticed this, if you have the stickers on the bananas and you put it in your yard trash, they won't take your yard trash because they see those stickers. So make sure you just take the stickers off first, put it with your yard trash, and there you have it. Enjoy. Have a healthy and beautiful day.